This presentation of the Big Game is made possible through the kind support of Tangipahoa Parish Tourism, your guide to the crossroads of Louisiana. North Oaks Health System, improving lives every time, every touch. Gateway Ford, Gateway gives the deal. And the North Shore Community Foundation, you can make a difference, we make it easy.
Tangipahoa Parish is home to the strawberry capital of the world and the premier destination for family fun and adventure. Whether you're looking to visit one of our historic museums, grab a bite to eat at our amazing restaurants, or attend an exciting local event, there's always something to do in Tangipahoa Parish. Tangipahoa Tourism is proud to support the Southeastern Channel in its mission to educate and inspire young media professionals right here in Tangipahoa Parish, the crossroads of Louisiana.
Drop, yo!
I think this is a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. This is just a place that we love. I think it is your responsibility to support that community that you're in. And that's something that we've always done here and something we're very proud of. Sponsoring Little League and sponsoring the high school and sponsoring the university. And I just feel like that's as much of our responsibility to be visible in the community and show that we're here and we're a part of what's going on with our neighbors and our customers.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Big Game. I'm Jules Dormain alongside Will Sensley, and for this episode, we'll take a look at the Lady Lions soccer team as they head towards the second half of their season. We will also be taking a look at the Lions football teams and their Shake It Off challenge.
And find out how Southeastern's golf team first tournament went.
But first with Will, a look into the Lion football team's first game back in Hammond.
Southeastern opened their 2025 season with 2-game record stretch, but football finally returned to Strawberry Stadium this past Saturday. For more on how the Lions performed against Mississippi Valley State, here's Big Game reporter Jaleel Hutton.
The Lions went up against the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils on Saturday, which ended in a dominant win. On the Devils' first drive of the game, Lions cornerback Blaine Delahousse intercepts Josh Brown to start the Lions' first drive. During their first drive, Southeastern running back Jaden Henry scores a 5-yard rushing touchdown to put the Lions on the board. During Southeastern's second drive, Carson Camp completes a 45-yard pass to Jalen DiMaggio for another Southeastern Lions touchdown. Later on in the first quarter, Mississippi Valley State kicker Marco Yosevich kicks a 56-yard field goal to give the Devils their first points of the game. During the game, Lions starting quarterback Carson Camp ended up with a total of 147 passing yards and went 8 for 12 in passing completions. Then later on, coming into the game, second-string quarterback Kyle Lowe ended up with a total of 165 yards and went 8 for 8 in passing completions. After many touchdowns were scored in the game, the Lions defeat Mississippi Valley State with a score of 56-3 and will now take on the LSU Tigers in Baton Rouge this Saturday. Reporting for the Big Game, I'm Jaleel Hutton.
This past weekend, Southeastern football not only got the win, but they also started a movement in the Shake It Off Challenge, a challenge created by Southeastern football in support of Irma, a young girl battling stage 4 cancer. The challenge started with head coach Frank Selfo and his team dancing to the hit song Shake It Off. Afterwards, Coach Selfo challenged Nick Foles, Cooper Manning, and Robbie Miller to the challenge, with all of them dancing in response. This movement is just starting up and getting more attention by the day. You can find this movement on Instagram at Shake It Off for Irma. You can also donate to her GoFundMe on the same account.
Southeastern's men golf team kicked off its season in Memphis, competing in the Grover Page Classic and finishing with a team score of 9 under par. The Lions placed 7 out of 14 teams. After their first round, Southeastern led all other Southland Conference schools and then went on to shoot 10 under par in the final round. The Lions were led by senior Griffin Dorr, who finished 5 under par for the tournament and a 13th finish place overall. Southeastern heads to Alabama next week to compete in their next matchup at the GMAC Invitational.
Despite a shaky start to their season, a big win against Southern University has moved the Lady Lions soccer team into the win column. This win could be the momentum they need as they head into the second half of their season. For more on this, I took a deeper look. The Southeastern Lady Lions soccer team is heading into the second half of their season with a record of 1-4-2. In their last game against Southern, they found some momentum on both offense and defense, scoring 2 goals while holding Southern to 0. Southeastern dominated the possession of the ball, however their first goal wouldn't come until the second period, when Ella Quinlan scored off the assist by Charlotte Lewis. The second goal would come much later with around 7 minutes remaining in the game. Lainey Connell set up Emma Ramsey for the finish. Though the Lady Lions struggled early this season, 2 ties and a win are a launching board as they start conference matches. The Lady Lions head to Texas to take on UTRGV in their first conference matchup. Reporting for the big game, I'm Jules Dormain.
We're going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the New Orleans Pelicans offseason moves and season outlook, while also getting a preview of the postseason picture for the MLB. Don't go anywhere, the big game. We'll be right back.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
The New Orleans Pelicans are coming off of a disappointing season, finishing well under 500. For preparation for the upcoming season, the Pelicans made major changes to their team. For more on that, here's big game reporter Kendrick Allen.
Another active offseason has came and gone for the Pelicans, who made sure to make major changes under new Executive VP of Basketball Operations and Hall of Famer Joe Dumars. Dumars got right to it, locking down Herb Jones for 3 years and $68 million. The former Piston also made sure to bring a pool party to the Big Easy, landing Jordan Poole along with Sadiq Bey and a second-round pick in the coming draft. After that, another former Warrior would be acquired, the 3-time champion Kevon Looney. And of course, Poole was more than excited for KL5.
Show the people! Lose! Show the people! Show the people! Lose! Live reaction! Live reaction! KL5! Yeah!
It wouldn't stop there, as draft night would only see more chaos, with the Pels bringing 0 fears to New Orleans fans, drafting former Sooner Jeremiah Fears at 7th overall and trading up for Derek Queen at number 13 in a highly aggressive move. Joe Dumars had this to say about night 1 of their draft.
It's crazy because we
we felt like we were going to have to choose between these two guys the entire night. And so to end up getting both of them was just really exciting for us.
As for that second-round pick, it would become forward Micah Peavy. So it's safe to say that Joe Dumars and company would like to build up to not have a repeat of their worst season since 2011. But only time will tell. For the big game, I'm Kendrick Atwood.
The MLB season is wrapping up and the postseason is almost here. Many division crowns are still up for grabs with tight wildcard races. Big game reporter Avion Dotch has more for us.
MLB season is heating up, and as we approach the final stretch, let's dive into today's headlines, scores, and playoff picture. The playoff race is tighter than ever in the National League. The Milwaukee Brewers are holding on strong in NL Central with a 92-59 record, while the Philadelphia Phillies are right at their heels, fighting for a wild card spot. Over in the American League, the Toronto Blue Jays continue to dominate the AL East, while the Cleveland Guardians are battling for that wild card berth. Shohei Ohtani is in the top of the headlines, making waves again, hitting his 50th home run of the season, and now he's open to play in the outfield during the postseason, a move that could keep his bat in the lineup while maximizing team flexibility. While meanwhile, Pirates pitcher Paul Skeens has been nominated for the prestigious Roberto Clemente Award for his work. Skeens has raised over $158,000 for military and first responder charities through his strikeout pledge, a true off-the-field hero. Unfortunately, the Baltimore Orioles' postseason hopes have come to an end this year, ending their back-to-back streak of playoff appearances. Over in the minors, Oakland Athletics prospects are making headlines. Leo Taveras homered in his Double-A playoff opener, marking his fourth consecutive game with a home run. And Gage Jump struck out 8 batters over 5 and 2/3 scoreless innings in a Game 1 of the Texas League semifinals. 2 young stars to keep your eye on. As we inch more to October baseball, we'll be sure here at the big game to keep you included on all the updated news. I'm Avion Dotch, and I'm with the big game.
Last Sunday, the New Orleans Saints faced off against the San Francisco 49ers. The Saints, coming off of a hard-fought loss against the Arizona Cardinals the week prior, wanted to bounce back with a win to even out their record. For more on this game, here is big game reporter Logan Loving.
New Orleans Saints have had injury problems already this season, but in their Week 2 matchup, they hosted an equally battered San Francisco 49ers squad starting Mac Jones under center. It was a tightly contested affair with big hits traded back and forth, and for the Saints, a Jawan Johnson touchdown late in the second quarter and 120 total yards for Alvin Kamara were the offensive highlights. On the other side, Jawan Jennings pulled in 5 catches for 89 yards and a score, and Christian McCaffrey pulled in a touchdown reception while tacking on 103 yards from scrimmage on the day. They fought hard, but overall the Saints showed their flaws, and despite a strong showing for Spencer Rattler with 207 yards and 3 touchdowns, the 49ers defense and Nick Bosa got the best of the banged-up offense to hold on and win the game 26-21. The Saints also committed 7 penalties for 45 yards, which was a point of emphasis for head coach Kellen Moore in his post-game press conference.
Certainly, we got to so-called clean your own house, and you got to play cleaner football in all 3 phases. And there's only so many opportunities in these games, and you have to value each and every opportunity in all 3 phases. And when they present themselves, you got to take advantage of them because there's only so many.
Next week, New Orleans travels northwest to face Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. Reporting for the big game, I'm Logan Loving.
Time for a break. But when we come back, we're going to wrap this show up with a look at intramural leagues of Southeastern and dance classes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This presentation of the big game is made possible through the kind support of Tangipahoa Parish Tourism, your guide to the crossroads of Louisiana. North Oaks Health System, improving lives every time, every touch. Gateway Ford, Gateway gives the deal. And the North Shore Community Foundation, you can make a difference, we make it easy.
Tangipahoa Parish is home to the strawberry capital of the world and the premier destination for family fun and adventure. Whether you're looking to visit one of our historic museums, grab a bite to eat at our amazing restaurants, or attend an exciting local event, there's always something to do in Tangipahoa Parish. Tangipahoa Tourism is proud to support the Southeastern Channel in its mission to educate and inspire young media professionals right here in Tangipahoa Parish, the crossroads of Louisiana.
drop, yo.
I think this is a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. This is just a place that we love. I think it is your responsibility to support that community that you're in. And that's something that we've always done here and something we're very proud of. Sponsoring Little League and sponsoring the high school and sponsoring the university. And I just feel like that's as much of our responsibility to be visible in the community and show that we're here and we're a part of what's going on with our neighbors and our customers.
On September 12th, Central and Denham Springs High School played the 77th edition of the Amite River rivalry. It was a shootout in Denham Springs behind their quarterback. He led his team with 4 total touchdowns, but the reigning state champs would come up big in the fourth quarter, taking the game after forcing 2 turnovers. Central would win 34-28.
Here on Southeastern's campus, students focus a majority of their time on academics. However, some students have passion that extends beyond the classroom. Cold Green and Flipside Dance are a way for these students to express themselves. I talked with some of these organizations to find out what they're all about. At Southeastern, school spirit comes in many forms. For almost 2 decades, Flipside Dance has been giving students an opportunity to express themselves while performing at the school.
Whenever people watch our performances, I want them to see that we're passionate, that it's original, that we create a lot of stuff, and how the team looks like a family.
Founded in 2005 by Anthony Jackson as an all-male group, Flipside has grown into one of the most diverse and long-lasting student organizations. Leaders say the key is balancing creativity with responsibility.
Students first, and then dance is something we do recreationally. So firstly, you have to have a 2.5 to join this team. And once you make the team, we do study dates, whether that be team bonding. As a study day, we all study together. We're checking in on grades, just making sure that, school come first.
While Flipside carries tradition, another group is establishing one of their own. Formed in 2024, Cold Green Cheer brings a new energy to Southeastern with Stomp and Shake, a style rooted in African American culture.
When it comes to being a new group, we was limited on resources. We had to build a name and build respect for ourselves. And we overcame it. And being at a PWI, people was like, oh, there's never been a Stomp and Shake team, but now there is. And we showed up and we showed out.
Flipside Dance and Cold Green may look different in style, but they all have the same purpose: to lead their mark and identity on campus. For Cold Green, that means building sisterhood and visibility on campus.
Being on a cheer team made me find myself, made me express myself, get out my shell, and it just motivates me on campus, knowing that I have something else to do besides going to class.
And for Flipside, it means continuing a tradition of creativity and growth while inspiring future performers to step out of their comfort zones.
I see Flipside impacting Southeastern by just showing them our creativity and hopefully making people feel more comfortable to be able to express themselves, whether that's in dance or whatever creative form that they want to pursue.
Whether it's dance, stomp, or shake, these student organizations are creating a safe space for school spirit, leadership, and connection. And when the music starts or the stomp echoes through the floor, everyone feels the energy they bring. Because at Southeastern Louisiana, school spirit doesn't just show up, it shows out. From the big game, I'm Will Sensley.
While some students may find dancing as an outlet, other students look to the field. The fall semester is here, and with that, intramural sports have started back on the campus. Big Game reporter Sophia Daniels takes a look at what some students do when they're not behind the desk.
Competitive spirit is alive here at Southeastern. 3 leagues, 3 chances to get in the game. The Men's Open League, the Fraternity Greek League, and the Sorority League. No matter your style of play, there's a spot for you.
I play intramural sports. It just gives me something to get away from my classes, my homework, things like that. You know, the stresses of the school year, looking in towards my career. It just gives me something to bounce back on. You know, playing high school football, high school basketball, things like that is really fun. Playing intramural sports, it gets you back to that joy that you had in your life if you didn't make it to the next level.
Leading the charge is Assistant Director of Competitive Sports and Fitness Services, Marshall Graves, keeping the leagues running smooth and the competition fierce. For the former athletics, this is your shot to stay sharp and keep playing the sport you love. And for anyone new, it's the perfect way to jump in, learn the game, and test yourself against real competition.
Like you said, just football, have a great team, we really don't care who wins or loses. We don't care about who has the better stats. We just care about winning and having fun. So I think, just us being out here, even us, the other teams and the other teams playing, I just feel like we're just out here having fun.
Every week, it's energy, intensity, and bragging rights on the line. Close finishes and plenty of highlights. That's what these leagues are all about. So whether you're chasing wins, chasing pride, or just chasing the thrill of the game, the Men's Open, the Fraternity Greek League, and the Sorority League are waiting. Step on that field and bring your best, because here at Southeastern, the game never stops.
Oh my goodness, it was so much fun out here, just getting to play with my guys. These are people that I've known for a long time, whether I met them here at Southeastern or I met them back whenever I was went in high school. And, I had a pretty decent game out there today. I'm normally, behind the camera and things like this, but I got to come out here on the field and show what I could do, and Joe gave me a chance at the last play, and I won it for us in overtime.
If you like this type of coverage, be sure to tune in to the Southeastern Channel on YouTube when they stream their championship. Reporting for the Big Game, I'm Sophia Daniels.
Now it's time for some pick and roll. So, Will, we're going to be moving away from the practice field and on to the real field. Southeastern traveling down the road to Baton Rouge to play the big dogs, LSU. What are you looking for in this game?
Well, obviously, we all know it's going to be a one-sided game, but me personally, I'm looking forward to see LSU offense competes against Southeastern's defense. Southeastern has an amazing defense, and LSU is struggling with their offense right now.
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity for both teams to get some looks. LSU's offense has been struggling to start their season, and Southeastern played another FBS opponent, LA Tech, in their first game and only held their offense to only 17 points. So I think it's a great opportunity for both teams to be able to showcase what they can do.
Well, let's switch it from college and let's talk about the NFL and the Saints. The Saints are 0-2, but they played 2 NFC West teams, and they're playing a third NFC West team. And the Seahawks this week, how do you think they'll be against the Seahawks?
Yeah, so the Saints, you look at their record and they're 0-2, right? But what the record and the stats don't tell you is that Spencer Rattler is actually ranked as a top 10 rated quarterback in this league right now. He's got the 9th highest rating at QB in the entire NFL. And so, Spencer Rattler, whenever he's behind the helm, I believe that the Saints always have a chance to win a game. They had the chance to win against the 49ers and the Cardinals in week 1. I think it's going to be a good matchup against the Seahawks, who have kind of a new regime going on with post-Pete Carroll and now Sam Darnold at their helm.
Me personally, I'm looking forward to week 9. That'll make 4 NFC West teams in a row, because the NFC right now, they're at the top of the NFL right now.
Yeah, I agree. They play the Rams, and the Rams, they're a really good squad. The whole NFC West, really a really strong division in football right now.
Yeah, and also the Rams' defense is amazing too with Jared Verse.
So moving on now to the wrestling side of things. WWE will be on ESPN for the first time this weekend. What are your thoughts on that, Will?
Well, WWE is trying to bring the E and ESPN for entertainment. The E is for entertainment in WWE and ESPN. So with that being said, on September 19th, they're hosting their first pay-per-view or premium live event called WrestlePalooza, and it's going to headline John Cena, Brock Lesnar, some names such as AJ Lee returning, CM Punk, Becky Lynch, and I think it's going to be amazing. But the only downside is that it's costing more.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing with all these streaming apps, right, whenever you're moving from one app to another, you got to pay those premium fees from ESPN, and then they were on Netflix and Peacock. So, I mean, it's kind of weird for wrestling fans because you got to really diversify yourself. But the good news is everything here is free, and that'll do it for this episode of The Big Game. For more information on Lion Athletics, visit www.lionsports.net, and for more of us here at The Big Game, visit thesoutheasternchannel.com. So for Will Sensley and the entire Big Game crew, I'm Jules Dormain. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.